How often do you update your stream overlays or alerts? I have to confess I did it in March or April as a preparation for my streams, and since that I haven't touched that. And that's the reason why I missed one really interesting thing. In May, StreamElements launched their Elements page, which is, according to my experience, more user-friendly variation of their overlay page. And by user-friendly, I mean everything you need is more clear and visible on screen without so many drop-down arrows. Even though I'm still using overlay page and I have to find time to switch my alerts to my Elements page. But I tried it for you, 7 months after their launch. I'm sorry. Anyway, I'll go step by step with you how to set up your alerts here. Yes, only alerts, because it's perfect for your alerts. For overlays, I'm not quite sure. It's still missing some widgets that you can find in overlay page, but for alerts is perfect. So let's take a look. So once you log in into your StreamElements, you can head left to the streaming tools and select Elements. Here you will be on your empty page. You can either browse Elements Gallery, where you can pick from StreamElements Gallery and edit it, change text, change colors and so on, or you can start from scratch, what we are going to do. And this is editor. It's quite simple. You have your events, your static window, and editing your components. So you can either edit your alert box like this, or change the size down here on the left, or you can set it to full screen and adjust size and everything, and you will see how it will look on your stream. So I prefer to work in a full screen environment, 1920 by 1080, and this is our full screen, how it will look, where the alert will be placed and everything. In the static window, you have foreground and background options here. It's mainly for creating overlays, but like I said, I do prefer some widgets in overlay page for now. Maybe StreamElements will add that in later into this page. Right here, up on top, you have your events window. So here are all the events that can happen on the stream, from following to donating, gifting subs or subscribing and so on. I'm going to delete all of them and I will have only add state over here. So once I click on that, you can see what events you can choose over here. Right now, I'm logged into my gaming YouTube channel. Where do I stream? So it will be probably slightly different for Twitch streamers. Basically, becoming member will be subscribing, tipping is donations, send super chat will be probably bits, subscribed will be following, merch purchased is when you have your StreamElements store. So today we are going to create your following alert or subscribing in YouTube. But before we start that, because subscribing or following is one-time event. So what if somebody is becoming a member or subscribing to your Twitch channel or subscribing for many months or donating exact amount and you want to have a special donation, or you are making a horror stream and you want to have a scary alert for certain amount of money? I will show you how to make these variants. It's quite simple. So let's go with tipping. So under the tipping, you can click those 3 dots and select create variant. And now you have your variant options here. So you can select either amount or name, and then condition when this alert will be played. If you want to have a special donation for a certain amount of money, you select equal and then select the amount. So it's really that simple. You don't have to do anything else here. Same works for subscribing for certain amounts of months. So I'm going to delete this. And now one important thing that was happening to me, I was like, why it's not working and so on. You always have to select the event that you are editing, because then you will set it completely and you will be like, oh, why it's not working for following, because you were setting it somewhere else. And all the magic will happen here on the right side. So you can add element over here, select either video, text or image. I'm going to select image because I do have old alerts as a GIFs, so I will upload them as like that. So I'm going to select image and click select a set. Now you will be moved to media browser, where you can either select from StreamElements gallery or you can go to my uploads. Okay, here is only one thing that I had problem with, and it's the file format option. Since I'm trying to show you on this channel many things that you can create for your stream for free, we have a problem here. Right now DaVinci Resolve can't export .webm files, which are usually used for animated alerts. And I think GIFs or GIFs, I don't care how you pronounce that thing, I call them GIFs, are only in paid version according to the internet forums. My experience is that every time I try to export GIF, my DaVinci Resolve crashed. And since DaVinci Resolve is software mainly for movie production, I don't think they are going to implement such option into their update, since this is not their niche. You can still export file in different format and use third-party converter, but I'm not fan of those softwares and don't want to even try them on my computer. Or, if someone from StreamElements is watching this, isn't there a possibility to upload .mov files? I know they are larger and probably would take a lot of space on your servers, but with my experience they work amazing for other things in OBS as a replacement for .webm files. To be honest, I really don't need them. I can export .webm files from Adobe After Effects. But there are still creators who can't pay for their subscription, and DaVinci Resolve is their free alternative, and I would like to provide more for them. Also, if I'll figure out something how to solve this problem by myself, I will update you, so don't forget to subscribe to the channel so you won't miss it. Let's go back to Elements page. So you can simply click to upload new and select the alert that will upload. This is my old follow alert for Twitch stream, because I'm a Potterhead and that's following as a following of the Dark Lord. You get the point. Now, once you select it, click save and you will be back in your Elements page editor. Now you can drag and drop it, place it where you want your alerts to appear. Just imagine, like, for example, I do have webcam over here. I want to have it above it or something like that. I'm going to place it on center top. Here you do have a bunch of settings. For example, here you can change the hue color if you are editing some alerts and you want to change the color or saturation. This is the position, and one thing over here is this width option. It's selected for auto, but once you switch it for wrap, you can change the width of the widget or the size of this alert. So when you want to make it smaller and place it like this, I will set it for 400 pixels, it's smaller. Now I will center it. Perfect. Because you won't get any handles over here to change the size. You will have to change it with the width parameter. And this is animation options. So at least one thing that you have to do here is select a duration of the alert. So it will depend on your length of the GIF or how long you want to picture have there, or if you're uploading a video, it's a clip or something, you will select the length of that clip. So I will go with 5 seconds. Here you have other animation properties like in and out animation. So you can select either fade in or slide in, as well as fade out or slide out. One thing I miss over here is option that says none, because once you select fade in or slide in, you can change only between those two. You can have either fade in or slide in, and when you decide you want to have nothing, it will just pop out of nowhere. It's not there, and you have to delete the whole component and start from zero. Okay, cool. So we have our alert, our animation over there. Next thing that we are going to create is a text that's saying thank you for following or something like that. So once again, you click add element, and now you are going to add text. The window with enter your text here will appear. If you want to have some command like a name or amount, you have to add this symbol, because I don't know how it's called. And you have a bunch of options already over here. So tip, latest tip per monthly highest tip. Is there something like amount over here? It would be useful. If I'll type amount. Oh, latest tip amount, okay. But we want to have name. It will automatically generate random name. Once again, drag and drop it, place it. Oh, and one thing I forgot. Almost after every step, click save. I know it's annoying, I'm used to do that from overlay page, but if you want your alert to be updated, always hit the save, even if you make a slightest change. So this text component, I will place it a little bit higher. And here you have other options like text font, text size. Once you click it, you can see way much more options over here, like font, size. So let's make it bigger, like 80. Yeah, that's quite big. Let's go with 50 pixels. Change it, weight, if you want to bold text or something like that. Line height, if you have text in more than one line. Fill color is basically for all the other text, and highlight text is for this commands text. So you can change the color, for example, like for your channel color. You can add stroke and shadow over here. Basically select color, X amount, Y amount. It won't be visible over here on dark background, so I will select like white, select like 10 pixels to X, 10 pixels to Y, and blur it for like 50 pixels. Okay, maybe less, so you can see it better. Maybe just 20. And now you can see this drop shadow over there. If you have like mostly white background, even the dark one will be visible. Basically, you can play with this, but I'm going to delete it for now. I don't need it. Also stroke for the text, but from my experience, this text isn't that big, so even 1 pixel stroke will it make less readable. Next thing, also same as for an image, is these animation properties. Once again, in animation, out animation, duration of the animation, delay. If you want to delay this, the text will appear later than image or video. And position, and once again width, which I do recommend to do one thing. If you want to have like centered alert, change alignment to center, and also change width to wrap, and go for some like bigger window, so even the longer names will be visible there. And change the position back to center. Save it just to make sure it will work. Now I'm going to add another line of text. This will be just a regular text, and let's say become follower of, and into the next line, you know who. Because it's Harry Potter alert, so let's make it thematical. Once again, you can change the size of the text, you can change the font. Now the fill and stroke will work here for the text. So if I will keep like fill white color and change the stroke to something like what will be visible, like red, and set the stroke for like 1 pixel. You see, this stroke is quite wide and I think it's less readable, so I personally don't recommend to do that. I think it doesn't look that good, but maybe you will like it and you can basically do with your stream alert whatever you want. So if you like it, set the stroke of your text. Good. Once again, animation settings. We've been here already. You can set in and out animation, set the duration. Either it should be same length as the animation or shorter, and you can delay it so the text will appear later and maybe with some animation. Okay, and once again in position, I do recommend to change the width and align your text to center, just so everything will be in place correctly. We can move even higher this text so it won't take that much space, and save it. And also you can add sound over here for your alert. If you're using some video, probably it will upload the sound with the video, I guess. And you can add audio from library. Once you select audio, you can go here and select sound, and you will go to the StreamElements library when you can pick from different sounds, or you can upload your own. Okay, or if you don't want to have audio, this is quite cool thing. You can add sound and text to speech, and you can have a custom message from text to speech voices. Like, for example, this alert will appear and the text will say, "Thank you for the following," or "Come to the dark side." even though it's Star Wars, it's not Harry Potter. So if you want to have something like that, you can pick the voice from this library as well, text-to-speech library. You can change the volume, you can put your text over here. So many sound options as well. For now, I'm not going to use none of that. Once it's saved, you can check if you did everything correctly. Simply just switch from designer to simulate, select the event you created. So for example, subscribed, and simulate. As you can see, it's nicely centered because we changed that width of the box. If you don't change that width of the box, it will be randomly moved. And that's just a simple way how to create your alert. Like I said, there is a lot of options that I showed you, but I haven't implemented here. But you can basically create anything you want. So one last thing, when you are done, you just hit publish over here. And it will show you what you have to do, how to upload it into your OBS, so I don't have to do it. So open your OBS, create scene, or just create a browser source and copy this URL that will generate for you. Set the correct size and you're done. And there you go, you have your alerts set it up in your Elements page. Let me know in the comments if you made it. If you have some problems, we can have a discussion about it on my Discord server, link is in the description. Thank you for watching this video, don't forget to subscribe and like this video if it was helpful, and I will see you in the next one with